Hi, my name is Annalise Vincent, and I would like to become a marriage and family therapist. I currently live in the state of Arizona, but I'm moving to Georgia in just a few weeks. So I researched how to become a licensed marriage and family therapist in the state of Georgia. So the first step after having like a bachelor's degree is going into a master's program. So like the one that I'm in right now, within counseling. And then after that, you can then start doing your supervised work. So for Georgia, you have to have 3 years of full-time experience and then a minimum of 2,500 hours of direct clinical experience. And 2,000 of those hours need to be with marriage and family therapy experience because I want to be a marriage and family therapist, not just like a general counselor. And then supervised requirements are 200 hours. So there's also another option within the state of Georgia, at least, where it's called like an associate of marriage and family therapy that I can become right after obtaining a master's degree and meeting the 500-hour practicum requirement. So that means that once I do that, I can then practice under a supervisor. So either of those options I can do after getting a master's, and then after that, I can be able to take the examination given by the AMF to pass the National Marriage and Family Therapy exam. And then I can submit my application to Georgia Composite Board, and be able to get licensed. So my goal of who I want to work with is primarily engaged couples, or married couples and families. And what I think an effective relationship looks like as a counselor to client is that you are listening effectively, you're listening to understand and not just to respond, that you are doing that with empathy. You're not judging them or having biases against them, and you're being accepting of them. And you're also able to separate your own feelings and beliefs from your clients, that you're seeking to help your client with what they believe is right, what they believe is true, not what you think is right. So I think those are really important. And then how serving others with like love and empathy can appear as I'm a counselor is I've had a lot of opportunities to serve people in my church that I would not normally ever interact with. And I have learned that you really don't know someone at all until you listen to their upbringing, their background, their culture, that it really does paint a picture of who they are. And it's always so beautiful to learn someone's story. So I think being really careful not to judge someone. Um, and then also just recognizing that each person is a child of God, I think is so motivating. I'm excited to become a counselor and work with lots of people.